Hello, I'd like to go over the writing, saving, and submitting of thought paper assignments for this course. Let's go ahead and jump into the modules. Here you will see within the syllabus, as well as the course progress chart, that for this course you're going to be writing 2 thought papers. I hope that you have printed those documents out in addition to the thought paper topic. So let's go ahead and click on the thought paper topics. For this handout, you're going to be able to see that you will be writing your thought papers for this course in APA format. Many of you may have spent your entire high school careers learning MLA. MLA is traditionally used for the humanities. Psychology is a social science. Therefore, we will be using APA. Don't worry if you don't have much experience with APA, because I am here to guide you with understanding the components of a paper written using APA format. Within this thought paper handout, I give you a quick guide for writing in APA format and style. Sometimes students get nervous about writing a paper in APA format, especially if it is their first time using APA format. I would like to make sure to make it very clear that I do not want you Googling APA format. APA has gone through many revisions, and what I find is that when students Google APA format, they get confused with all of the different information across the formats, and they fail to realize that what we are doing here is a thought paper and not a research paper. So, please follow the guidelines in this Canvas only and do not use outside resources for APA format. Here's the basics. You need to use 1-inch margin, 12-point Times New Roman font. Make sure to double space everything. You'll have left alignment, and all I want is your header in the top right corner, and that header should be your first and last name. For APA writing style, you need to use correct grammar, correct spelling. You need to use multiple paragraphs, absolutely no contractions, and no informal language. Informal language is slang, obscenities, abbreviations. So remember, this is a thought paper. This means that you have all of the tools necessary to write this paper using your modules and using what you've learned in any other assignment in this course. Your thought paper should not include research, references, or any quotations. The grading criteria is listed here, and I'll go ahead and show you that in a moment in the rubric on Canvas. For thought paper 1, you're going to be examining your own sociocultural context. So, what I want you to do is in a 3-page paper, explain how your own experiences as a child were influenced by specific constructs like ethnicity, education, income, language, food, exercise, income, or religion. And make sure to refer back to your module for a good understanding of some of these different constructs. For thought paper number 2, you will be using Vygotskian theory. Vygotskian theory tells us that development happens within a cultural context. So you'll need to explore Vygotskian theory and think about 3 specific skills that you could use to teach a child. Okay, so let's jump back to the modules. If you scroll down the modules, you'll be able to see that the thought paper 1 is located within module 2. So you can go ahead and click on that. So for thought paper 1, remember, we're looking at 3 pages, 75 points, and the use of correct APA format and writing style. If you submit your paper after the due date, you will receive a 50-point deduction. Please remember thought papers are 3 pages, and anything more or less than 3 pages will result in a point deduction. Here's the rubric. So you can go ahead and look at that. You'll be getting 25 points if you cover the content of that topic in 3 pages. Then there's an additional 25 points for connection back to lecture or book, and this will include any reference to videos or PowerPoints within the course Canvas. You'll receive 15 points for correct grammar and 10 points for APA format. So, before you write your thought paper, make sure to review these rubrics and handouts. And one last suggestion that I have is that once you have written thought paper 1 and submitted it, be sure to go back and look at the specific comments I made for you and how you scored on that rubric so that you can use that information to get a better grade on thought paper number 2. Oh, one last piece of important information. For this course, you must write your thought paper and save it as a PDF and submit that PDF on the course Canvas. It's very important to only submit a PDF because oftentimes other documents get thrown out of format, and because we're using a very specified APA format, not submitting a PDF will most likely result in deductions for format. If you have any questions about this thought paper, please feel free to email me, or you could also post a question in the discussion area of the course so that your classmates can also benefit from that information. Most of the time, when students have a specific question, there are other students in the course who also have those questions. Okay, so good luck with your thought paper, and I will be seeing you again in the next unit video.